All right, week 2 of October recap. Just basically gonna go over the week. I'm kind of behind on this. I just did week 1 of October like 3 days ago, doing week 2 now, and I also have to do this past week, which is week 3. So pretty behind, but I'm getting caught up on all the recaps. So let's go ahead and get this over with. I'll probably do like week 3 recap like tomorrow or something, but enough yapping. Let me just get straight into it. We are going to actually we just come over here and remove this actually. Alright, so starting off on the 4-hour candle on NQ, we can see we take liquidity here. I don't think, okay, we have an SMT right there. So a major high time frame SMT off the bat, delivering from this 4-hour, which is also this 4-hour order, no, sorry, breaker block. Here we are. I don't think we're delivering out of this. I don't think we tapped this. If we did, then that's great, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is we're delivering from the 4-hour, as well as this breaker block here, and we also have an SMT, so this is showing major signs of bullishness. We also inverse the gap from this 2 to 6 a.m. candle right here. We inverse this 4-hour. The drawn liquidity looks to be these all-time highs that we have right here. So we're just gonna mark that out. Where is it? Okay. Let me just be sure these are all-time highs. Okay. Yep. Safe to say. So, already leaning bullish for the day. If we check the hourly, we have. Let's get to the 9 a.m. candle. Okay. So this is the 8 to 9. So we already take the all-time highs out. We make new all-time highs here. So this will be our new all-time high. Oh my gosh, my mouse is like acting up, bro. Let's see if we have an SMT here. So we do have an SMT at these all-time highs. Not necessarily going to be bearish, honestly, unless we've given like a solid reason to be bearish. Okay, so this SMT no longer is valid unless we do continue to pump. But once we give a bearish confirmation, such as like an hourly or 4-hour inverse, then this is no longer valid and we will be using this SMT. But I don't think there's anything on the 4-hour except that we were delivering also out of this gap right here. So if we do inverse that, would definitely be bearish. In terms of the hourly, if we inverse this gap, it's pretty safe to say that we're bearish because there's no way we're going to just come down here just to come back up. So if we inverse this hourly, we will be bearish. We could also respect that and be bullish. So I actually have one that marks that out. So we have a 1 hour right there, which is unmitigated. We already tapped into this 4-hour, which is also an hourly. So going on 15 minute, let's see what we have. Excuse me. Okay, so this does look like a pretty nice short here. Let me see. I mean, that is if we get it. So, all right, we'll mark this 15 minute here. It's unmitigated. We are in a 15 minute currently. We have an unmitigated 15 minute down here as well. What else do we have? This is also a breaker block right there. We are delivering from this 15 minute. We have London lows all the way down here. And let's see what we have on ES. Okay, this looks like a protected low in my eyes, honestly. We sweep Asia session. We deliver from the 4-hour, this 15 minute, as well as an hourly. And we have a crazy, delivery to the upside. Don't see any reason we should go short, honestly. The only reason I would be looking to go short is just because this SMT here, and we have a crazy rejection wick on this hourly. So we'll just see how that plays. We'll go into market open, and let's see, because I really don't remember what setups we had. So market open, we inverse this 5 minute, but then we immediately dump. So I mean, this does look like a pretty clean long right here because we are inside this 15 minute, and we completely fill it. We close inside of it, but we edge this unmitigated 15 minutes. So maybe shorting off this 5 minute inverse does not, I mean longing, sorry, not shorting. It looks nice, but if you take into account, for one, it's market open, you should not be doing that. It's kind of retarded. And for 2, we edged this 15-minute down here, or right here. So definitely could have been avoided if you did take that. But a pretty clean, like, mechanical setup. So mark it open, we dump. What other levels did I have marked out? If I go on a 5-minute, we might have some good levels. There's a 5-minute here. Honestly, just these lows right here. We have equal lows. Alright, so let's just see what happens. We have this 1 minute, but these candles do not look too sexy at all. I mean, look at these wicks. This looks pretty scary. And we didn't even inverse the 1 minute. Don't have a 2 minute or anything. Have a 3 minute. So this does not look like a good trade at all. We did tap this unmitigated 15 minute, but honestly, it looks like something you should take like just on an eval or something like that. Yeah, we never even give a setup. If that is a 5-minute gap, okay. 3-minute tap, we do get a 1 minute inverse. I mean, it's a mechanical short, but really just nothing to be taken there, honestly. We do dump. Okay, this looks nice if we get longs, which we just did. We tap into this unmitigated hourly. We swept those equal lows. If we check what happened on ES, ES looks like a shit fest, bro. I'm not even gonna look at this, honestly. It's just making my head hurt looking at that. But yeah, tap into that. We also tap into this 15-minute here. Those equal lows got tapped, so everything aligns. Looks really, really decent. And if we mark, this is actually the EQ of the range. Even better, we have OTE of this range. This is beautiful longs. If this loses, sorry. Don't know what to say, bro. Let's just see. We have an unmitigated 15-minute. This is a remake it. Okay, and just be sure. Let's see. Nothing else. Yeah. So we have this. We have a 3-minute right here. And yeah, that's about it. Okay. So break even. Honestly, just when we get it, we tap into this. 1 minute entry. It looks very valid. If we mark this, let's see where this 3-minute ended up closing. Okay, the 3-minute close, I think probably like on the very next candle. Yep, right there. Okay, so I'll just do a 3-minute entry just because this 1 minute would have been valid, but we already tapped into the 3 minutes, so you might as well have waited for that to get inverse. Since not the best close, honestly pretty sketchy. Break even would be at this new high that got formed, or if it's too short for you, it's just because it's a 50-minute. We don't have any other 5-minute or anything, so another good break even would be right here. Targets, of course, towards all-time highs. We also have this high up here, and this probably aligns with that 1 hour rejection wick if I check.
Why did you leave that light on?
What light on?
Restroom.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, well, turn it off, please. Thanks. Okay, let's see. Wow. Looks like we edged it, but we did hit the CE of that. Let's see how this plays. So we did make equal lows here, or equal highs here. We come down, we tickle, we edge stop loss. That's crazy. This is probably gonna be a loss. All right, so we personally, once we come up and tap this 50-minute, I would have definitely gone break even. Just it's risky. I mean, seeing how this played out. If we look at ES, ES is still dumping. And we could see rejection here. Let's see. Yeah, it's just really shit, honestly. If you stayed in this and didn't take this break even once we tapped this 15-minute, like getting out once we came break even after this would have definitely been the right play, because this just looks like some hot shit, man. This looks terrible. Ends up getting stopped out, and we probably run up to all-time highs. Okay, we hit all-time highs there. So the draw was right, just the delivery was really ass. There's nothing on the 5-minute. There's literally no other entry you should have taken here. This is the only valid entry. This was a solid ass entry. Very, very solid. Yeah, I'll mark this as break even. Okay, this could have been a second entry, but no, we didn't even respect that. All right, that's that for Monday. That's it. Kind of took a long time, so let's try to do the next day like faster. Speed run this bitch, man. Is it 2 to 6? Okay, so now all of this is getting in my way. I'll just leave the P&Ls out. That should be good enough. What am I doing? What the hell? All right, so based off this, what do we have? Let me just hide the drawings because that's really getting on my nerves. I can't see shit. So we deliver from this 4 hour. We're kind of just chopping, not really delivering much. Just this candle right here delivered. We have on ES, just chopping. This looks terrible. Building insane low resistance right here on the high time frame. No need to mark that SMT anymore. It doesn't really look clean. It's still an SMT, but I'm not really worried about that. Check the hourly because the 4 hour looks like ass. SMT here. We inverse this gap, delivered from this gap, and we inverse this gap again. Definitely going to lean bullish here. However, we did tap into this inefficiency right there. We have a 1 hour BPR. And this is the 6 a.m., so let me extend this out. Okay, this candle alone, this is the 8 a.m. candle. Okay, so so we take all-time highs, take it right here as well. We make a new all-time high. We also make a new, that's not an hourly inefficiency. Okay, so this SMT already delivered. Don't really see what else we can get, honestly. See how this 15-minute plays out. Okay, so again, literally the same scenario. We take all-time highs, and then we have two inefficiencies. We have this 15-minute unmitigated one, and we also have the 15-minute that we are currently in right now. All right, so what can I see? Okay, we have another inefficiency down here, which aligns with this breaker block. I don't know why there's an apostrophe. We have everything just looks like shit, bro. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, we have a 5-minute up here. I think I remember this day. So we'll go ahead and get in a market open. So we tap into this 15-minute. You can definitely look for longs here. Once we tap into this 15-minute, but then we automatically tap into the 5-minute, which would have been our break-even point right there. So therefore it's pretty invalid. We also have this 5-minute right here. It's really tiny. Wouldn't really care too much about that, but we don't even get an entry model. Maybe on the 30-second, but if anything would have been a break even since we tapped that. We do eventually deliver up into this 5-minute. Another long entry from here would be if we inverse this 5-minute, we can, target, of course, all-time highs, but the risk to reward ratio would not be well, so you would use standard deviation just to see, how to best place your take profit since there's nothing to aim for. On this day, we actually just chop up within this 5-minute the entire time. So we're chopping, there's nothing to be taken. Look at these candles right here. We do get nice closed candles here, and I think we actually got a short presented, so we take these out. Yeah, so we have an SMT here. And we have a very clean fair value gap that we can inverse. So this looks really, really, really textbook. Got that inverse right there. This is dangerous just because we're shorting at all-time highs, and we are bouncing from a 15-minute to a 5-minute. So this isn't something I will take. I was currently in YM shorts at this point in time just because YM looked cleaner to me in my eyes. But this is still a setup that happened. Entry here, stop at the recent high, or it could be discretionary depending on how you trade. A 1-to-1. Okay, just because we have not given exact confirmation, like we inverse the 15-minute or 5-minute or anything like that, you wouldn't really want to aim lower from here, and you just want a simple 1-to-1, so you'll just, I guess, lower this to be a 1-to-1. Right there is pretty good. We have stacked low resistance. We have a great break-even point. Break-even point would be these lows right here. So we do run up, and then we smack this this TP right there, and you could aim lower, but it's very dangerous strictly because we have no actual confirmation that we inverse this gap yet. As you can see, we just respected that. So we actually got longs from here. If I just remove all this extra nonsense. Let's do the S&T if we made any. So we're respecting that 5 and 15 minute. Don't really see any significant S&T, but we gave, I think, we have a 1 minute gap here. We also had a 2 and a 3 minute. So we have a 2 minute right there, and we have a 3 minute. 3 minute is the highest time frame. Entry up there. Stops can be like right here. This high is pretty scary because since we don't have any confirmation if we're going bullish or bearish, since we're bouncing from these gaps, definitely a good break-even point would be like something very, very safe. So like maybe this high. This is honestly a really great break-even point. Targets toward all-time high, of course. Maybe partial here, but the reason we're going break-even here is strictly because you know, if we are bearish, since we are not confirmed to be anything yet. So if we're bearish and we're wrong about this long, this high will be protected since we put in the S&T, and we would just, you know, not touch that. And I think that's exactly what happened. We hit break even, and then we eventually just flushed all the way down. Okay, and yeah, nothing much. I mean, we confirmed our bearish bias once we inverse the 50 minute right here. So we inverse this 50 minute. We go to mark where that inverse that, and from here you can, you know, target some sell side. We do come back into this 1 minute, which was also a 4 minute. There was no 5 minute, but there was a 4 minute and a 1 minute that we tapped into. We had a very clean 30-second around here. Somewhere around like right here. Okay, wrong. You know, you could target like this unmitigated 15 minute, well over a 1-to-1. Perfect. You know, you could even target this liquidity pool. We have great consolidation zone. Did not take this, too risky for me in my eyes. I already took a win on this with YM, so that's great. That's it for that day. We give a short, then we give the long, and then we give another short. So that's 3 for 3, 1 being break even and 2 being wins. So that's a great day. Let's get into Wednesday. Halfway done with this shit. This is the 2. Let me see. Alright. Is this thing gonna delete? Jesus. Alright, let's see what happens. So we do have an S&T here. Friday to now. Alright, S&T here, delivering from this 4 hour once again. That is ES though. What the fuck am I doing? So we did take some of this low resistance out. We still have this crazy wick that we did not take. Just mark this S&T right there. We have a massive 4 hour on the hourly. Holy shit, man. We inverse this gap and then we inverse this gap. We do have another S&T right here. Just to confirm, yeah, we have the S&T. Could definitely look for longs off this. It's just this massive 4 hours kind of scary. Wait. I completely forgot. Boom, boom. Okay, so this is the 9 to 10 a.m. candle. Actually, we need to go to right here. All right, so we did inverse this gap. So we inverse. Honestly, looks like a really shit day. I don't even know if we get a trade this day, but okay, we're delivering from this. We're chopping up inside of this hourly right there. We'll just see what happens. Let me go ahead and go into. All right, we're at market open. So we have London highs here. We have London lows here. Okay, I remember this day. I took a loss and then I got break even on longs right after. So basically the idea of this trade was we got it at around here. Let me go back. So we take London low. We have low right here, which was also London low. We tapped into this 15-minute. We are also in the hourly and the 4-hour. So it was looking bearish once we gave a setup. If we check here, we have a 5-minute gap, which would be a great break-even point for us. One thing I failed to realize though, or to take into account, was that this low that I was aiming for was protected because we have the SMT. As you can see, ES did not take that. Asia low made an SMT right here with NQ because NQ did take Asia. So I was aiming for a protected low, which was pretty retarded of me. But we did give a really, really clean setup. We had an SMT here. Let me just confirm that because I'm going off of what I remember. Last high was 927. 927, yeah. So we have the SMT right there. We give a 1-minute entry. Pretty clean 1 minute too. Very nice V shape. Break even at this 5-minute and then targeting, honestly, not even targeting for these lows. But since that's what my direction was for the bias, I was looking for around a 1 to 2. So like just right there. Pretty good breaker block right there. Yeah, targeting for something simple. I wanted to get break even with this 5-minute, and once I saw this candle close, I figured like most likely not going to hit that break even point. And yeah, once we push back up, I was like, all right, now I'm just gonna be looking for longs. Since this did fail, let's go and remove that. Basically just gonna wait for a 5 or a 15-minute to form. Okay, so we have an unmitigated 5-minute right here. We have an unmitigated 5-minute right there as well. Now we're just waiting for this 5-minute to get tapped into. All right, so we tap into. Wait, where was it? What? Okay, here it is. All right, I just skipped through the whole thing because it looks kind of complicated, and I already remember what happened, so I can just skip all the bullshit. We have a 5-minute. What the fuck? Dude, am I tripping, bro? What? Dude, what? I'm so confused right now. Alright, anyways, let's see what happens. So we tap into this 5-minute. If we get an entry up here, this would be valid. What's happened to here? We get 2-minute entry. I could have sworn there was like a 5-minute that we got, but I waited to take it because I was waiting for the 15-minute. That might have been a different trade. I don't know. Targets up here. Break even at this high. And yeah, we got break even here. And at this point, I was pretty much done for the day. I wasn't looking to trade at all. But I did see this trade happen. It was later in the kill zone. It was like, yeah, right when kill zone was about to end. I think we got the entry after kill zone. No, we got it before. But tap into this 5 and 15-minute. As you can see right there. Very solid 1 minute right there. But I think the highest time frame was we did get a 3-minute, but that gap is way too tiny to even care about. We got a 4-minute. Yeah, we'll just go based off the 2-minute. The 2-minute looks solid enough. Stops at the low. targets toward all time. No, not all time. Sorry, this is recent high. This is not all time highs. Pardon me if I said that earlier. And yeah, we absolutely ripped through there. And let me see. I think we got a 5-minute entry again. So we have another 5-minute entry right here. Tap into that 5-minute gap, and we get a really clean 1-minute inverse. This day was pretty hard for me. This sucked. You know, taking a loss and then getting break even on a winning trade idea was pretty rough. It was honestly just more annoying. But yeah, we took a loss, and then we had a break even, and then we had a winning trade, and then another re-entry winning trade. Break even would have been at this high right there. That's that for Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get into Thursday. To 6. Okay, so inside of this 4 hour, we have a 4 hour unmitigated gap down here. Let's check how ES is on. ES is, we have an unmitigated 4 hour down here. Same unmitigated gap, I'm pretty sure. Made a new all-time high. I swear if I marked this out and we ended up taking it on the hourly, if I... This is the 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Alright, this is good. This is perfect. We have all-time highs up here. We are delivering from this gap. Let's see if we have an SMT or something. Okay, we have a nice SMT. One thing that's kind of concerning me right now as I'm looking at this is we have great built-up low resistance on the hourly, and then at the end of this low resistance we have this 4 hour gap right there. So that's kind of scaring me to go long, making me nervous. We have excuse me. We have Asia low down here. We also have London low, which is also equal lows. Great built up low resistance right there as well. We check NQ. We do have an SMT there. London lows. We also, but okay, these look very, very attractive in my eyes. Have 50-minute. Let's see if this is an hourly as well. No, no hourly. Okay. So, where are we right now? Let's go back some. Let's see. All right, so what I'm looking for is we have Asia, London, all-time highs available. Of course, we're going to lean more bullish on the day. We do have that high time frame SMT. But one thing that's scaring me is strictly ES's low resistance and then the unmitigated 4 hours. So I do want to see if we're bullish, I want to see us come down and tap these lows and then look towards all-time highs. But if we're bearish, honestly, I just want to, it's whichever gets hit first, okay? If we hit up here, then I'll be open to take shorts. That's more of less likely though, but I will be more open to take longs if we come down here and tap this. Dang, I really wish I could remember how I was thinking of for this day, but it's whatever. Let's see if we have any unmitigated gaps. We have nothing. It's kind of annoying seeing how this shit looks, bro. It's just so ugly. We're just gonna play this out and see what happens. Okay, we tap the equal lows and right here, and then we have the SMT right there. Okay, wow, this changes everything. So we tap Asia and London up here, and then we have an immediately a crazy reaction after. We do sweep liquidity, deliver from this 15-minute. Yeah, this screams shorts here. This changes perspective on everything. We have a crazy SMT. I'll look for like a 5-minute to a... I remember on this day, I saw the SMT and I saw the 4-minute entry, but I didn't like how we automatically took out all this liquidity. So I just stayed out of this one, and I was just waiting for a 5 or 15-minute pullback. So we pull back into this 5-minute. pull back into the 5 minute, we get inverse. Okay, it's 3 1 minute gaps. There's a 2 minute gap. All right, so this is a clean 2 minute. We do tap the unmitigated hourly, so this is pretty dangerous. But seeing how we got like no reaction off this low right here, was pretty safe to say that this is a decent. Honestly, I don't know. I have to be in the moment to see what I truly feel about this. Because what would you target? This low is pretty much protected. I really don't see what you could target unless the 10 a.m. candle closes and inverses this. Then maybe we can stick to a bearish bias, but we tap this unmitigated 4 hour. Honestly, I would choose to just stay out of here. This is it even a 1-to-1? Let's just see if it gets hit or if we lose this. This is just chop central. Okay, so it does end up hitting, but there's really nothing to be taken here. This could have been a clean re-entry. Once we pull back, fill this gap, we get a 1 minute entry right there. So yeah, shorts was definitely the play. 4 hour inverse around here. Yeah, it's a pretty shit play, honestly. It doesn't look like I would take anything. These are very risky. Maybe if anything on the eval, but not. Maybe just even not even paper trading, bro. This just looks really shit. Price action. Sorry, it looks ass. So I'm just gonna skip to the last day. I'm never doing a late recap again because my brain is so fried and I don't remember anything. Let's just see what happens here. All right, so we take the all-time. Well, no, we don't. We still have all-time highs available. We don't really have anything. No SMT. No nothing. Holy shit! I cannot even tell what's happening here. We inverse on the we inverse this 4 hour on ES, so leaning more bullish here. We also have all-time highs available. I was about to say, where are my drawings? Please tell me we don't take it. Okay. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, I remember this now. That was during the kill zone. All-time highs available. We are delivering from this 1 hour. We inverse this 1 hour. Obviously gonna lean bullish here. Really nothing else to target. We have great draws on liquidity. We have both these session highs, and then we also have both these session highs, which are relatively equal highs as well. Great targets. You know, if you're not looking bullish on this day, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. We come back down. We deliver from this gap. Honestly, we just want to see us rip and market open and look for a 5 or 15 minute pullback. All right, this day, so we respected this 5 minute gap, right? Off market open, we didn't give any valid entry. There's nothing here, but we did give a 15-second entry. Very risky, would have never taken it, but it was based off this manipulation leg right here. I think we had like an SMT from 929. Yes, we do have a very low time frame SMT. We are delivered from this 5 minute gap and everything. I did take a trade off here. We tapped back into, so we did run up. We hit these highs already, but we left these session highs open. And we did take them out on, wow, were these equal highs as well? That's crazy. So we did take the main objective already on ES, but I think because we had all-time highs still available and these highs, I really wanted to see these get hit. I was still open to take longs. Shorts do seem nice if we get it, so I'll see how those play out. But we tapped into a 1 and a 2 minute gap, and then we gave a 30-second inverse, and I didn't take the 30-second, but I waited until we tapped into a 15-minute or a 15-second for value gap, and waited for respect and enter off there, targeting these highs, and then we also targeted previous day highs right here. So yeah, that was basically the idea. And yeah, we'll just see how this didn't end up running to all-time highs. I think we edged it. We did give, nah, I would never really think to short here off edging all-time highs. Delivery from this 15 minute, I can't really tell if we inversed it or not based off that candle open. Yeah, basically we come back into this 5-minute gap or 15-minute gap, and we also have a 5-minute too. Yep, 5-minute that we are holding. So we could look for a re-entry, but we don't really give anything. This manipulation looks nice. Let's see what happened here. Took liquidity, tapped into a 5 and a 15-minute. Have a 1-minute entry up here, or 1-minute inverse, sorry. Let's see if we get it. So we edge it, we don't get it, and then we end up chopping. This is a sign to not trade anything. We do, if we have an SMT, this is valid. No SMT. I mean, this looks pretty nice. I really like the V-shaped recovery. Let's see if we took anything else. We didn't do anything else. Honestly, that's just like a pattern trade. Wouldn't take that. Yeah, it's just a pattern trade. Pattern trade. It did hit for a 1-to-1 though. Nah, not even a trade in my eyes, to be honest. But Trump did come out with some crazy tariff news, and within the span of 30 minutes, the market dumped like 700 points, I believe. Crazy way to end the week off. Yeah, 666 points. That's insane. Holy devil number. What the heck? That's gonna be it for the trade recap. This was one of the shittiest recaps ever. So was the last one. I just did these so late, and I'm just so uninterested in, redoing the entire bias. I like to remember exactly what happened so I can just quickly go through it. So this was probably gonna take like at least an hour. This has to be like an hour-long video, I think. I don't know. Hopefully it's less, but that's gonna be it. No more late recaps. I'm gonna go ahead and do last week's recap probably tomorrow. That's gonna be it for this video. And my trading view is broken. I cannot. That's so annoying. But I didn't even go over the news that we had last week. I don't even think it matters, to be honest with you. Man, fuck all this shit, man. I'm getting off this. I'm tired of doing this. All right, bro. Peace. That's week 3 recap for you, dude. And for my future self, I really hope I understand like what I'm talking about, because I'm just going through this I'm just so lazy the way I go through this. I just hate that I did it so late, bro. I don't know why I took so long to do these recaps. So stupid of me, but yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm ending this because I'm yapping.